just leave it. You know how they say bad decisions make great stories? Well, I hope for the sake of this video that that's true, because I have just made the most impulsive buy of my whole life. I have no idea how to sew, but we're gonna find out. Let's do this. Look how beautiful the weather is outside. So I bought this machine from the Facebook marketplace and it's in a pretty good condition. It was bought by someone who wanted to do sewing as a hobby and ended up not pursuing it. Seems like a great startup kit. It did come with like a bunch of stuff like bias tape makers, which I know what they are now. It came with a bunch of rulers and bobbins and a few threads, but I have never really used this machine before. So let's turn it on and see what it does. I know a few basic things about sewing machine, but I've never really used it. I know enough to know that it needs two streams of thread, one for the top, which goes somewhere like this, and one at the bottom, which comes from the bobbin. The girl who gave me the machine was kind enough to thread it for me, which is amazing because that feels like a skill that you would need to learn. Even though the machine actually does come with written graphic instructions on it. Well, not graphic instructions, but like graphically represented instructions on it. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun to film yourself when you're sewing for the first time? Anyways, yeah, let's do that. I found these bunch of tablecloths, just like great embroidery on it. So I'm assuming that someone made it themselves. Even if not, they're amazing. And I have a few of them, but they're all different. Oh, see, it has a tag on it, so it's not handmade for sure. So this is not handmade embroidery probably, but it's beautiful. But it is the material that I want, and it's like a nice cotton, but it's not too thick. It's foldable and workable. That's kind of what I wanted. So I'm gonna use these for practice, see what some of the stitches can or cannot do, and if I can actually use a sewing machine, or if I have to just sell it off on Facebook Marketplace again. It's getting cloudy again. It was so sunny just a few minutes ago. But anyways, it's gorgeous, but I need something to practice on, and fabric is too damn expensive to practice on. Okay. Okay, it got stuck with the tiniest bit there and I got really scared. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try out maybe not all the 100 stitches, but a few of them. See how that goes, if I can, I don't know, if I can operate this at a normal speed, high speed, whatnot. And then I don't know what we're going to do with it then. But let's just try out. That's the speed button that makes it go faster. Yeah, so I watched a few tutorials on YouTube for this machine to just like sort of get used to the vibe of the machine, get a few functions in, understand what it does, but I don't think I truly will till I have tried it out. In the end, we'll try threading a bobbin. I don't know what they're called.
Do you have any idea what a bobbin looks like?
Just making a bobbin or making tiny loops of threads that go in here. Okay, when you long press it, it goes 10 numbers up, and when you single press it, it goes like single number up, I guess. I want to try the number 80 stitch. Why don't we try that? I should obviously be putting my presser foot up when I do this, because it does sort of, the needle sort of does. Okay. I think there is a thread cutter here somewhere. We will find it. Okay, people do recommend that you use like a backing for when you have like a wider stitch. A 7 is the widest it can go, and do I want it to be maybe longer? I don't know. Okay, we just started, I guess. It won't go in. The presser foot is down. Okay, we just leave it. Oh, there it is. Found the cutter. Okay, do we want to try it? What does low mean? We need to Google this. It says that it might be because the bobbin got entangled, but it seems to be holding up fine. Let's try it again. Let's try it with like a thicker material. Let's try it on slow. Okay, I think this is a footer issue. Yeah, so there's a bit of thread that's stuck here. I'm going to try a simpler bobbin, a simpler presser foot, and see if that works. I don't know. Okay, so because the presser foot is literally sewn onto this, I am inclined to believe that it was in fact the presser foot that was wrong. Googling this shows that it's an overlock, overpress, over something presser foot, which is obviously not meant for this job. Wait, I actually seem to have broken it. So that's a great start at life. Just as I was fiddling with it, that piece literally came off. But yeah, who cares? We'll just never use the overlock, overpress, over something foot. I'm surprisingly calm at this. Let's change it to something simpler. This time around I will Google presser foot first and then work on it. That might be a better idea. It's like trying to assemble an IKEA furniture without reading the manual. Okay, there is a presser foot in this, but I have like a bunch more that came with a set, and I'm just going to reverse image search each of them and see what they're all about, and then we will come back. I look like an egg. But anyways, the clouds are worse now. These are the presser foots that look really, really complicated. That's the one that I broke. Sorry, presser foot. These are the ones that I don't think are going to be of any use right now, at least. Might get back to them whenever I feel the need for it, but right now I'm going to try one of the easier or more basic foot. I have a feeling that this also might not be a basic foot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse search all of these. Hopefully that works. If it doesn't, I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably just YouTube this, because that's how life works. I think we found the foot. I think I'm going to try and use the zigzag foot, because we want to go left and right. I think this foot might also work. We'll use the zigzag presser foot for now, and then we'll see how that goes. Let's try this on. It's the moment of truth, guys. We are at 81. I did not even select the stitch right. Okay, so now it is the moment of truth. So that seems to be doing the trick. Let's speed it up. See how that goes. That's how that looks. It's a bit wonky. Is it because my stretch is too bad? Or is it because my stretch is too big? Okay, that arguably made it worse. This was better. Why don't we try higher instead? This is with stitch length 1.5, this is with stitch length 1.2, this is with stitch length 2, and I like this one the most so far because I don't know, you can't really see these cross stitches. I feel that that's not supposed to be there. The lines look a little more wonkier than in this. In this it feels like it's the feature. I'm now going to try it with a 1.7 length. Okay, so this is the result of that, which also I don't like. The stitch number 80, that looks like a little 3 leaf clover and a heart, but in here it just, I don't know, there's a bow in between. I don't know why. In that sense, the 1.5 stitch does look the best of them all. I'm just realizing that every time I want to use a fancy stitch, I'll have to try it on like an old fabric or some similar fabric, and which just means that there's going to be a lot of test runs if I want to use the fancy stitches. I don't know if I'm ready for that commitment, honestly. We'll see. There seems to be like a crocodile and a dog and a cat. Let's try those. I think that might be fun, but let's finish this first. Yeah. There is no way I'm going to try all 100 of them today. But I do want to try the buttonholes. Let's see how those work. I want to try the little car and the bunny and the swan and the crocodile and the dog. Yeah, let's just try these ones. They seem really adorable. I also do really like the stitch number 67. I have seen other people try that stitch and that seems to be like a little wider than the one that I was doing right now. I think I'm done recording the stitching part of the thing. I think I just want to like sit back and experiment. That's adorable. I think it might be that the material that I'm using is not thick enough. The stitches do look wonky. That's what it is. Let's try number 4, which is a bunny. We have a crocodile. Okay, it really goes like back and forth a lot. Okay, so that is a long crocodile. We have a dog next. That's the car. That's the bunny. That's the swan. That's the crocodile. And that's the dog. Yeah, not that great. Oh, I want to try 67, right? Gorgeous. I think it's going to be one of my favorite stitches to do as a decorative stitch, just because it's like so pretty and so delicate. Oh, I wanted to stitch a buttonhole. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that and then call it a day. I don't know what direction that is going to go in. I'm assuming that if the bunny looks like this, so the buttonhole is also going to be in that same direction, which means I would want to line up my shirt in this direction. No, in this direction. I'm slightly concerned about my size choices. Slow it down. Oh, I didn't change my stitch. So dumb. Maybe 99. Okay, yeah, we're good to go, I think. What? Another error, so we need to search this. So I guess it comes in those. This is like assembling IKEA furniture without. Okay, if I figured this out right now, it means the machine is hella intuitive, just like a scary amount of intuitive. But if we don't, then I guess we'll just find out that I'm a normal human being who needs instructions to do things. Okay. It's going, guys. It's going. But it's also like going too far. It's just like gone to the edge of it right now. Let's try in another place. Excuse me, sir. Oh, okay. Okay. It's pulled in just a little bit here, but it's fine. It's a pretty good job. And I want to say that it is better than if I had done this with my hands. It's pretty good, guys. We're like 30-40 minutes in and it has started raining now. Amazing Ottawa weather, guys. I'm going to take the rain as a sign that we are done for the day. It's just not a working kind of weather. Hello from a whole different day. We have come to the end of this video, but it's actually not the end of the story yet. I just wasn't expecting it to be this long a vlog. So this is where part 1 ends. Just like any franchisee movie, part 1 was just a setup. But I do pick up a sewing machine to make an actual project, which you will see in the next video. It's highly possible that by the time you watch this video, the other's already up. So make sure to check that out. That one's kind of a train wreck as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It's a hobby channel, so if that's your thing, please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video next week. Toodles! I just explained what I was going to do to my camera and then I remembered that I did not even press record. Yeah. I talked to the camera without pressing record again. So I'm just gonna go back and see how much I have recorded before. Yeah. And what I'm realizing is, am I an amazing dressmaker? No. Am I going to be a great seamstress? Also no. But you best believe I'm going to use this machine and make some pretty dresses for myself. Today is just not the day. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Okay, now I'm done.